What's up, everybody? Tyler Brown here at FutureDDS.
Terrell Friday here at FutureDDS.
And today we're going to talk about how we're making the most of our time even though we're not in clinic.
Let's go. First time to the channel. What Tyler and I do, we make videos to help pre-dental students get into school, as well as show a little bit of our experience going through dental school. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever we post up new content.
COVID has been rough for a lot of people, including us dental students. Now, around this time, or even for the past 6 months, that was supposed to be our prime time in clinic, where we really, were able to brush up on our skills or learn new skills. Terrell was supposed to be on externship, but of course, COVID happened and
shut everything down.
Shut everything. We were robbed of it was rough. I wish we would
highway robberies.
It's been messed up, but we're starting to get into clinic slowly, but it's still not at the speed at which we anticipated early on. Now, there's two type of ways that we can, react to this situation. We could be salty, which we were at first. We were upset.
Still
a little.
It's hard to get over.
Or we can be active. And when I say active, I mean taking action. Doing certain things to make sure that, even though we're not getting the full clinic experience, we're not wasting time by just twiddling our thumbs and waiting for somebody to come and save us. So,
of course.
Today we're going to talk about what we've been doing just to keep up with, some type of clinical education, exposure, anything that we can that we're missing out on.
Yeah, without a doubt. We definitely have been creative in trying different ways to supplement our education. When things came to a standstill, we were all kind of scrambling, grabbing for different ways we could kind of get back into it. Not gonna lie, I'm sure a few people enjoyed that breath of of pause that we got when things shut down. Initially, but soon realized that we were gonna have to take some of our our education into our own hands, and just staying extremely active. And that's what we did. For instance, the Spear Academy. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but Spear is a great resource that I've used. I know Tyler has used, and I'm sure a lot of you other students out there have used. I know a lot of our classmates have used as well. But basically, it's a collection of CE courses where we can go in there and take different CE courses like implant courses, occlusion courses, doing single crowns, doing CT grafts, different free gingival grafts. These different walkthroughs of procedures that we weren't actually able to see, but we were able to go through and really refresh the theory that we didn't know and actually learn a few things that actually, I feel like I was able to improve my mindset, at least thinking about the case, you know what I mean?
Definitely. I think so. For so long, especially those first 2 years in dental school, we were always doing didactic classes. And so when, the clinical classes started to come, I think that it was just a lot at once.
Yeah.
And so with that space that we had, I think both of us, we took the time to really, look at different methods and different techniques with certain procedures that we might have not even necessarily been able to really sit down and learn and understand because we were just in the rush of clinic. So for example, like, how to, what's the proper way to,
I don't know, something as simple as an occlusal guard.
What's the best way, what's the best way that patients, or how you can avoid patients from getting gum irritation or things of that nature, or even bleaching, what is really the best way for patients who want to bleach, even different things about handling patient conversations and treatment planning and doing all these different things. Granted,
post cases, it's a
lot. It's a lot, and I think that of course in dental school, when you're in clinic all day, it's a lot of information. It's great exposure, which is amazing. But on this side, looking at the glass half full, it's great that we're able to kind of slow everything down and kind of nitpick at each procedure and see, okay, this is a reaction of this. If I use this instrument, I'll get this result, and things like that.
So yeah, for instance, like I mentioned earlier, there's Spear, Aspen, Heartland, a lot of the DSOs out there are offering a lot of CE courses. Dental students out there, I'm sure if you just open up the emails that your school is sending out to you. I'm sure they're sending out a bunch of different free courses and different things that they would like you to do to help you. Of course, if something that is interesting to you, something that may pique your interest, go ahead and tap in and just sit down for an hour while you're eating lunch and tap in with the CE course here and there. So there's definitely opportunity to continue to push forward and really develop as a dentist, even though we aren't able to necessarily be in there with hands-on skills as much as we want to, but we can always still build intellectually, treatment planning, case management, patient management, and then of course learning the business side. It's a whole nother world of dentistry that we don't necessarily get exposed to anyway, and this extra free time is allowing us that opportunity to unpack some of those things that we're going to start looking forward to in the next couple of years.
I know, especially when practicing for the licensing exam, for a lot of us, that was the first time we had picked up a handpiece
consistently for
a couple of months.
Yeah.
And so, something that we're both trying to implement into our schedule, starting after boards, of course, because, we have to focus on that. But really just going back into pre-clin and working on, like I said earlier, our techniques, and just really getting comfortable using the handpiece in ways that we weren't able to while we were in actual pre-clin, taking those tests, doing whatever it may be. Because trying new things, on plastic teeth. And I think that'll definitely help with our endurance.
Look, man.
Our endurance,
ergonomics, focusing on the little things, like you said, focusing on the things that people always tell you to kind of pay attention to and take notice to. But at the end of the day, you're just trying to get a project done, or you're trying to, you're trying to make sure. Look, you're trying to make sure you get the patient something done for the patient before the time runs out for the clinic day. It's little things like that where now we actually do have a time again to step back and really focus on those things. Like, okay, this is time. Go in there and really practice some things and see what you really like. It's
crown preps.
Yeah, it's a little difficult now with the amount of people you can get in the clinic, but reach out to some of the people who have specialties at your school. Reach out to those departments and see if you can go shadow or help run whatever it is you can do to help supplement. Sit in on the lecture, whatever it is. Try to do it now. Honestly. Another blessing in disguise, I think I could say, is this extra time has allowed me to really focus on reaching out and developing these connections and building the network that's going to be needed over these next couple of months to obviously find a job, find a residency, whatever it is, whatever direction that everyone's going in. Personally, I'm looking for, to become an associate once I graduate from dental school, and get straight to working. So I'm out looking, speaking with owners, speaking with different recruiters, different things like that. Whereas people looking for residencies are, I'm sure, speaking with admissions directors, speaking out to different residents and attendees, different things like that. So this time has definitely allowed us extra space to polish our resumes, set up these lunch calls, different things like that. But I think I think this is a blessing in disguise, especially around this time when you would be trying to get points for clinic and taking your boards exams, doing all these things. Just I guess a little bit making this situation a lot less stressful than it traditionally would be.
Probably the best lesson that dental school has taught me, and I'm sure you as well, is how much you can get out of a day and how not to waste any days that you have. And so, like we said, even though we're in this unfortunate situation, we have tried our best to find different ways to continue to progress in this dental school journey.
For sure.
And we'll continue to do so. This is our whole mantra, get better 1% every single day.
1%.
And you'll see exponential success or increases in success, whatever it may be. You're gonna get better. Just focus on that 1% every single day, and you'll be okay. And we'll be okay, because that's what we're gonna do. But anyway, everybody.
We have no other choice, y'all.
We have no other choice, honestly.
No, honestly.
But everybody, thank you all so much for continuing to tune in to all of our videos. It's been a long 4 years. Almost. We appreciate you all.
Man.
We appreciate you all so much. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below so that you know whenever we post new content. If you have any questions, of course, you can put them in the comment section, or you can shoot us a DM on Instagram @_FutureDDS. And granted, we're in clinic, we're doing a lot right now, so if it takes a little time for us to get back to you, we apologize, but we definitely will get back to you.
We will get back to you, trust.
But everybody, once again, thank you all so much, and that's it for this week.
All right, now, y'all take it easy.